Welcome to Homeschool Horizons. I'm Yvette, your host. Well, you guys, July 16th is this Wednesday. If you've been listening to my podcast for some time now, you know that I have been advocating for you to call the senators and urging you to call so that we can tell them to oppose AB 84. And in my mind, I thought that July 16th is the end and be all, like that's when they're going to make the final vote. But I've been learning more and more about politics and how bills actually get pushed through or how they get, killed on the floor. Um, I didn't know anything about politics before, other than the fact that there are two parties in which I am one of, and I always vote for a president. I usually do also vote in my state elections, but other than voting, I have had no idea how the system even works. I've been asking you to call the senators, as I already said, and I've been listing their phone numbers at the top of my podcast. And recently, I learned that on July 16th, the California Senate Education Committee members will vote on whether or not to push AB 84 through to the Senate floor. So, what that means is that this Wednesday, all five of the senators that I have been posting at the top of my podcast and asking you guys to call every day will be voting on whether to pass this bill, like to move it forward to the next stage, or oppose it. Senators Pèrez, Cabaldon, Cortese, Gonzalez, and Reyes are the five senators that make up the California Senate Education Committee members. If on this Wednesday, they vote no on AB 84, then that will actually be the end of it. We will be ecstatic. Next week, I'll be woohooing and sending you the podcast about we won, we squashed it. Charters are going to be, remaining open. I'll be super happy. It'll be over. We can just rest easy for the next year at least. But if this Wednesday the five senators decide to vote yes on AB 84, then the bill will move to what they call the Senate floor, where all 40 of our state's senators will make the final vote. I'm saying that's what I believe. That's what I've been learning, okay? I think that's the final vote, and then I think it goes to the governor and he signs off on it, or he can veto it. If it does pass on this Wednesday, then it's going to go to the Senate floor, like I said, and they will vote on it possibly sometime in August, I think. I'm not completely sure because, like I said, I am barely learning all of this sort of as I go. It's been a little intimidating to me to try to keep up with all of the updates that the Freedom Angels provide. But even though I am intimidated, I have to keep going because this bill, if it passes, will completely change the lives of my children. It will affect all of us majorly. So please keep calling. We have tomorrow and Tuesday left to call. Tomorrow, there will be a statewide Senate district office rally. We will be attending. Flyers of this event are posted all over Band and on various homeschool Facebook groups and, Instagram and TikTok and everywhere. If you see a flyer for a rally that is near where you live, I highly encourage you to go. The Freedom Angel said that even if just 2 moms show up, it lets the state senators know that they have to take this bill seriously. They have to know what it says. It lets them know that they can't ignore us and they can't ignore the bill. They must learn everything they can from us. We are encouraged to make signs and tell our stories to the office staff. They will be expecting us. The senators themselves will not be there because they'll be in Sacramento. But the office staff will relay everything that happens at tomorrow and that we say to them to the senators. The reason they're urging us to go to the district offices tomorrow is because if the bill passes on Wednesday, it will go to the Senate floor to all 40 senators. The Freedom Angels posted that we have coverage for all 30 Democrat district senators tomorrow. That is amazing because what it means is that there will be at least one homeschool mom at each location throughout California tomorrow. I myself am one of those moms going to a location near me. My husband and children will be joining me as well. I hope that you will come out and join whatever Democrat Senate district office is closest to your home. If you don't have a sign, that's okay. Just showing up will make a huge impact. Plus, it brings us all together and it encourages us. The Freedom Angels also said that we should take a lot of pictures tomorrow and post them everywhere on social media because they said the senators see that too. As far as what to say if you end up talking to staff members, which you probably will because they are expecting us, you can tell your story of why you homeschool. You can talk about how if this bill passes, it will make it so that we parents will not be able to direct our funds to the vendors of our choice. That is critical because if this happens, not only will our students lose educational opportunities and specialized services, but thousands of people will lose their jobs as well. A business cannot operate without customers. Our vendors value our homeschool students, and we need our vendors. But honestly, if you are shy or this is your first time doing anything like this and you feel really overwhelmed to talk to the Senate staff members, then like I said, just be there. Just show up. It will make a huge impact. I really hope and pray that you can make it to one of the rallies tomorrow. Please go to Band or any social media outlet and look for the flyers for tomorrow in order to get the address of where you would go. I will be posting the link to join Band at the top of my podcast today as well. I will also be posting the names and phone numbers of all 5 of the Senate Education Committee members. Don't worry if you haven't called the numbers. You can still call tomorrow and on Tuesday. I will be updating you all on the outcome of July 16th next week. And God willing, I'll have great news. Thank you so much for listening today and for listening to my past podcast too. And have yourself a wonderful week. Talk to you soon.